Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamie Gibson, as you would have seen in the last video. So, today's task, we're going to get straight into a video, straight onto a job, is my Land Rover Defender 2002. Now, anyone who owns a Land Rover or anyone who knows anything about them, everyone will say the same, rust. So, we're going to get straight to doing a bit of maintenance on it because it's starting to look a bit rusty. So today, we're going to get a bit sanding done, get a bit priming done, hopefully get some paint done as well. So we'll take you along for the ride. Let's go. So the first job we need to do is we're going to take both wheels off and get it on jack stands to give a little bit more room because I am 6'4" and trying to get underneath here. As you can see, that's some of the rust we're dealing with. Isn't going to be too great. So we're going to get it jacked up and get it off the ground to make it a bit easier. Now we've got the vehicle jacked up off the ground, we're going to take the wheels off to get a little bit more room as well. Wrong socket. Right socket. I have slowly been going around replacing them, but the outer casing always gets stuck. But I hit the socket. I think Ford have the same problem as swell. You can put it back on there for the last couple of threads and then shake it off a bit better as well. One. Same thing. Stick it back on. Give it a shake. Too much because then it gets Now we can see a little bit better what we're dealing with here. It's all just surface, it's nothing bad. The only bad bit is around the back, but that'll be for another day. We just got to give it a good tidy up. Basically, around the front. The back's worse, obviously, because it does get more spray. The back gets a lot of abuse with all the towing it does as well. So let's give it a bit of TLC. So you can see where we're going to be starting. Just going to get this back bit all nice tidied up. Around here, clean up, and then start moving towards the front. First bit we're going to be using Orbit Sander, 40 grit, attached to the Hoover to get as much of the rubbish off. Then we'll probably get the grinder, the sanding disc, get around the harder reach bits. We'll see how we get on from there. So as you can see, we've already started. We'll get these type of bits with the grinder. It is just surface, it's pitted more than anything else, but this is from the last time it was done. But obviously this bit here is a bit crustier. Now I've had a bit of a hack here, and it's come off, and it is solid underneath. So what I'm probably going to do is just chip away at this to get it back to actual metal, so we can prime it, paint it, and it'll last a little bit longer. Well, we haven't even got a quarter through it, and we've already found a bit of damage from the rust, what we're going to have to repair. It's not major. I could leave it because I do plan to get a new rear quarter of the frame at some point, but we've got the free time. We may as well fix it while we're here and while it's stripped down. So as you can see, we have got all this bit knocked out. It was quite thick, as you can see on the floor. It was just years and years of more paint and more wax, I think. These bits here are wax where it has previously been waxed, and I've got through some of the bottom of it, and there's no rust behind it, so just leave it. It's pointless. It takes hours to get off. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. I'm a well believer in that. But what is broke is the suspension strut arm. Well, the main part that holds the spring in. It might not be called that, I'm not sure. But as you can see, we have a crack. Now, it's sturdy, it's not moving. It's probably been like that for a while, but I don't think it's going to hurt just to hide a couple of welds there, just to strengthen it back up. Now, I am not a welder by any means. I have a welder. Doesn't mean I am a welder. So, this isn't going to be pretty. It's just going to be temporary to put a bit more strength back into it, and so we can carry on. Because I think what we'll do is we'll get that bit welded up. We'll get a bit more rust off bits here and there. We'll get the welds ground down, and I think we'll spray this bit while we're here, because God knows what we're going to find later on. So let's get to this. Right, we have done a little weld there. I've left it quite proud, just for something to give it to. I'm not a welder, like I said. I can tack, that's about it. It's just to give it a little bit more strength in the meantime. Let's face it, it's not a Rolls Royce under here, so we're not going to get too picky with these things. What turned into, I thought, you know, a day on this side, a day on the other, has now turned into a full series. So what the plan is going to be now is we're going to get this bit primed and painted up to the rear spring, and then move on another day, because I am running out of time, because I've got to get back home. I've got to go and pick up some tablets for the dog at the vet, because I keep forgetting and I keep getting showered at. So let's get this tidied up a bit. We'll give it a blast down with the air hose, and there's a little bit done anyways, but we'll get this tidied up now and get it sprayed. So we've got that blown off, cleaned up a bit, and we're going to be ready for primer. This is what we're going to be using. I've used it before, not any problems with it, so we'll use it again. We're going to do one primer, let that dry. We're going to just do stone chip black, and then once all that's done, we are going to go round with black wax spray. Obviously, that's the best stuff to stop it rusting. It's never going to stop, I understand that, but if you can keep on top of it, it's going to last a bit longer until it needs a full new frame, which it will one day when the prices come down. But we will do this in the meantime, so we'll get this primed up and then we'll get it painted. We've got that primed, we'll let that set and then we'll get some black on it and go from there. While waiting for the second coat of primer to dry, I thought would give the Fox shocks a bit of a clean. Spent an absolute fortune on them and you don't see them, but I do think they make a hell of a difference, so I thought we'll give them a bit of a clean because they're looking a bit dirty. That's a bit better. You can actually see what they are. We've now done 2 coats of primer. We're going to do some Stone Guard black now to finish it off, and then we'll clean it probably another day, and then also do the wax coat as well. So let's get to it. So as you can see, that's all primed nicely. It's actually come quite well, even them bits there. My dodgy weld, but yeah, it does the job anyways. That's all that counts. We'll give this a bit of coat of black now and tidy it up a little bit. All dry now. It's had two primer, 1 black coat of stone chip, and then now we're going to finish it off with some body under seal, and then that should be that part of the Land Rover done. Unfortunately, we've still got quite a lot to do, as you can see, but that will be for another day and another video. We've also got that the front tire, sorry, back on. So we'll get this done, and then we'll get the wheel back on and we're ready to go back to work. So as you can see, that is now all done. It's primed, it's been coated with stone chip, and it's also been undercoated. So we'll let that dry now. We'll get the wheel back on and we'll call it a day here. Thank you for watching the video. If you could like and subscribe, it costs you nothing and it helps the channel a lot, so that would be much appreciated. And we'll catch you in the next one, and we'll tackle, I believe, the middle next time. So keep watching, we'll get this done soon.